where Tyreek Hill is already pumping up the Dolphins' regular season matchup against his former team. Bless you.
Thank you, and bless you, Tyreek. Go ahead.
You were hoping to get to sound first.
I really was.
Holding it in. Chiefs Kingdom, when the Miami Dolphins come to Arrowhead Stadium this year, guess what we gonna do? Guess what we gonna do? I hate to say it, man. I hate to throw the peace sign against y'all. I hate to do it. But guess what? I'm gonna be y'all worst enemy that day. I'm gonna be y'all worst enemy that day.
We'll edit that out. We'll just get
change,
rid of that.
You better change.
We won't even let anyone hear that.
You better change the signals. I know every signal y'all got.
Peace. Tyreek Hill getting hyped for the Dolphins trip to Arrowhead. April Trash Talk. Is this blockbuster or lackluster?
This is lackluster.
Interesting.
Yes, this is lackluster. It is April. They don't play for a few months. This is way down the line, but I love it. Lackluster, but I love it. Former players, you go into a team and you say all the right things. Oh, I'm just happy to go back here. I had so many great years here. He said it. I know all the signals. I remember when I left Tennessee, and that next year I'm in Cleveland. We're getting ready to play the Titans. I stood up in the defensive meeting. I went through the entire roster and said every single thing I knew about every player on the team, every signal, anything I learned over my 8 years in the building. That badly I wanted to beat my former team. I was in Cleveland 2017. So, of course, you guys know we lost the game. But Tyreek Hill is not holding any punches. He's not lying. This is how he feels. I can't wait to play the Kansas City Chiefs, but it's just too far away. As the game gets closer, it'll definitely be blockbuster.
Okay. I'm also in lackluster on this, too, and this is not because of time or thing. It's because of the matchup. Let me explain. Arrowhead Stadium is this rich tradition, and it's welcoming in 8 different opponents next year. I have the Dolphins as the 7th most anticipated matchup out of
What are the 6?
Cincinnati comes to Arrowhead next year. That's a real rivalry. Philadelphia comes to Arrowhead next year. That's a Super Bowl rematch. Buffalo and Josh Allen comes to Arrowhead next year. The Chargers and Justin Herbert come to Arrowhead next year. And Sean Payton and Russell Wilson and the Broncos come to Arrowhead next year. Then you put the Dolphins for me. Tyreek Hill had an amazing season. That trade, to me, worked out for both sides. Tyreek Hill was a finalist for Offensive Player of the Year. He was unbelievable. The Chiefs won the Super Bowl without Tyreek Hill. They won the Super Bowl with Sky Moore and Justin Watson making big plays in huge moments. This is fun. This is great. And for Tyreek personally, this might be a blockbuster moment and the biggest game of his career, which I appreciate and respect, especially knowing all the fans that still love him in Kansas City and the fans that wish he had stayed. But if you're looking at the NFL schedule and you're a schedule maker, I've got this as the 7th most anticipated matchup in Arrowhead. And if that's the case, it can't be blockbuster for me.
Can I say on Jimmy G and the Raiders coming in?
That was right below it. That was the only one below it.
Yep.
Answer is blockbuster. Blockbuster. I think you make the point. The story is less interesting. The divorce, if Tyreek goes to Miami, just kind of fades away. He was sensational. Sensational. Absolutely phenomenal. And you know why I like this? Because we never got Randy Moss in a Raiders jersey going back to the Metrodome.
Did we never?
We never got it.
Okay.
Randy Moss eventually played the Raiders, or played the Vikings years later as a Niner. He had like 37 yards. It doesn't matter. He didn't do it as a Patriot. He didn't do it as a Raider. Even more contemporary, we have not gotten Odell versus the Giants. We've never gotten that. It doesn't happen where these phenomenons and these crazy talents get traded or leave and have to go back against their opponent this soon, 2 years later. So I feel like it's in a kind of ways unprecedented. I'm fired up for it. I think it's never too early to start it. It's not even like trash talk, I'm going to own you. But he's like, listen, I'm going to throw up the deuces. And you know what? He probably is. So I think if anything, it's too late. I can't wait. I'm way into this. We don't get a lot of this with the star wide receivers going against their old
If you're
team.
Mike North and Charlotte Carey and the schedule makers, and you're looking at your defending Super Bowl champions, and you could say you get them on prime time 3 or 4 times, does Dolphins, Chiefs stand out? It's like, ooh, the Tyreek Hill game. That has to be Sunday night, week 8. We've got to get Tariq and Collins.
I would just need some sort of assurances that Tua's going to be out there. I need Tua in that game. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have those assurances. But you're right. You make a good point, Peter.
Yeah. I'm going blockbuster as well. Mine is not as much about Tyreek Hill as it is about just the concept of trash talk. It is very topical right now.
Sure.
It's drawing lots of headlines. And one cannot be hypocritical when it comes to trash talk. One must commit to one part of the craft or another. You are either for the trash talk or you are not. I am for it. Therefore, it is blockbuster worthy for Tyreek Hill to be doing this in January through December. I do not care what month it is. I don't care what sport it is. If it is women's basketball, if it is in March, I do not care what the what trash talk goes on. I am for it. Therefore, bring it on, Tyreek Hill. Whenever you want to play, whatever team you used to play for, it doesn't matter.
God bless you.
Yeah, give us something to talk about.